So continue to operate in the market while making economic profit above normal profit. That's the first point, what we are going to learn now. As shown in the graph below, when a perfectly competitive firm continues to make economic profit, or in other words, abnormal profit, price of its product is higher than its average cost, and the total revenue is higher than its total cost. Simply, we can illustrate such a analysis over here. Marginal cost curve, average total cost. Marginal cost curve goes to the lowest point of average cost curve because of the theory involved in cost of production, in other words, based on the law of diminishing marginal returns. Then the next one, demand curve. Right now we studied perfectly elastic because firms are price takers. And we knew that equilibrium. So equilibrium over here, point A. The number of goods are supplied at Q1 when there is a price like this, P. Average cost, when number of goods are supplied over here, the average cost can be seen there. How do we find such a quantity? The line what we use to calculate the quantity can cut average cost curve over here. It is labeled as B. So average cost of production over here. Price means value of the product. In other words, average revenue. Revenue per unit produced or supplied. Here the average cost. Simply average revenue or the price is greater than the average cost. Therefore, the entire area like this represent economic profit. In other words, supernormal profit. This area is called supernormal profit. Supernormal profit. Then the next one. Second point, perfectly competitive firm making zero economic profit in the short run. Zero economic profit means normal profit. Actually, there is no significant profit for the business. That's what zero profit. Normal profit sense, average revenue is equivalent to average cost. Average revenue is equivalent to average cost. In the previous case, average revenue is greater than the average cost. Now, both are the same. When you look at this diagram, here the average, we can say price, if not average revenue. Actually, such a demand curve, perfectly elastic demand curve, touch its average cost curve over here. That means this line, perfectly elastic curve, is exactly similar to average cost either. That's why the firm is operating at zero economic profit, in other words, normal profit. Just it can cover the average cost, no more addition. This is also called just covering opportunity cost of the business, opportunity cost of the entrepreneur. So normal profit is exactly equal to the cost in some cases because it is equal to average cost, say opportunity cost. So it says when the perfectly competitive firm continues to make zero economic profit, the price of its product is equivalent to its average cost, and the total revenue is equivalent to total cost. One more is there. Total revenue equal total cost. It's another way to illustrate in the same condition. Average revenue means revenue per unit. Total revenue means total income. Average cost means cost per unit. Total cost means entire cost of production. Even total revenue equal total cost sense, normal profit. Simply zero economic profit. So at last, a loss. We do concentrate a loss. We do start discussing loss as well as shutdown point as well, shutdown point 2. Economic loss, simply we can say subnormal profit, another term. When the average cost of producing a good exceeds the unit price of the good produced by the firm. Perfectly competitive firm makes economic losses in the short run. Possible in the short run, but in this case, there is a normal profit only in the long run. It was missing here. Such normal profit can be seen only in the long run, as well as supernormal profit like this can be seen in the short run only, as well as losses in the short run only. So then, as the total cost of production exceeds the firm's total revenue, at this point, the firm continues to make economic losses in the short run. So actually, economic loss sense, average cost is greater than the average revenue. Average cost is greater than the average revenue. Cost is greater than the average revenue sense, necessarily a loss. In other words, total cost is greater than the total revenue. So anyways, when you look at the diagram, the price or else average revenue is down, but average cost is above. So the area, entire area represent economic loss, subnormal profit. And the next one I'm going to explain, shutdown point 2. Imagine this is the average variable cost curve. Average variable cost curve. So still there is a possibility to cover the average variable cost. Why is that? When the production exists over here, average variable cost. Right now, this much of output is supplied, and here we can say is still somewhere point B, the average variable cost is still the firm can cover up average variable cost. Imagine price is here exactly similar to average variable cost. This is called shutdown point. Shutdown point. Shutdown point. Why is that? Firm may determine whether firm has to continue the production or not, because average variable cost, just they are covering now variable cost only. That's why it is called shutdown point. The firm may shut down or else they may continue, but this is a sort of a decision-making point to shut down its business. Imagine price fell below this, necessarily shut down, because no use of operating the business. Even this cannot cover up variable cost. Variable cost. In the business, of course, has two types of cost, variable cost and fixed cost. Machinery cost can be covered later in the long run, but need to cover up resources used for the production immediately, you see, in the short run. Then price should be greater than the average variable cost at least, even though firm is making a loss. But if the price is exactly equal to the average variable cost, it is called shutdown point. If the price goes below it, definitely, shut down. No use of operating its business. Completely a loss. This is how we analyze perfect competition market. That's all in your syllabus. We should learn. Many questions in your paper. Concentrate perfect competition, especially need to realize differences between each and every market structures. So earlier I drew a particular table by using common features, then we distinguish each and everything. Right, so that's all about this point. We do start the next session in the next time. So I know I saw a message now. We didn't do more per law of diminishing margin returns and return to scale. We do complete that one in the next week. Right, that's all.